Hey, nerds. Welcome to the gutter.
That was fancy.
Dope as shit, the Stream Puppy app, by the way. It's October. This is episode 23 of the Gutter Nerds Podcast, season 2. We're going to be talking about scariest creatures in gaming today. A few things to announce. It is October, so everything is themed. We've decorated the place with a pumpkin.
Pumpkin?
Yeah. Our overlay's different.
I have returned.
Cal is back. Scariest thing of all. But yeah, I'm trying out this app, the Stream Puppy. It's basically like an Elgato Stream Deck, but you can put it on your phone, and I can switch things as soon as I change the transition here. Let's watch this. So I'm gonna send it to Cal without having to hit anything on that keyboard. Right? There's Cal.
Hey y'all.
And there's me. How's it going? Back to everybody. Isn't that dope as shit?
That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, I can mute us if need be.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah, it's like we're gonna use that a shitload. Okay, so one big announcement, and I'm gonna be reminding you this every single day, probably every hour for the next few weeks. We're going to be remodeling the studio. Now, when I say remodel, I don't mean they're gonna move the furniture around.
Is Bob the Builder coming?
Bob the Builder is gonna come. Wow, you're such a young child. Wasn't that like that wasn't even like early, that was like mid-90s.
You loved it. It doesn't matter.
Bob
you love the reference. It doesn't matter. I don't even. You're just glad I'm here.
We are completely we're bringing in Bob the Builder. We're going to completely tear this place apart.
Or is it like SimCity?
You're going to redo it, whole new. The studio's going to look like a damn TV studio.
It's like somebody came in here and played The Sims.
Right.
Okay, somebody's gonna be rearranging a building and murdering somebody in the closet real quick, and
sure.
then, they're gonna be a body.
You lock them in there. We'll have bodies falling out. Yeah, there's gonna be a body that comes out of that closet. I guarantee you that. So we're gonna be raising money to help offset the cost of that because it's a very expensive process. So any donations that you make will go towards directly to the studio remodel. You have a really cool Nerdez Katniss, it's Sarah and a doggo alert that is very rarely seen, very cool. So please, if you can, help us out with that. And so as a result, this will be the last time that we are in this room as you see it right now.
Oh, wow.
For the next few weeks, we will be streaming from the living room.
Okay.
As this whole area gets underway, and then we'll be back to
now,
normal.
If I was to contribute and get one of those, what is those giant faces?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Like one of those ones from the NFL that you stick on the wall?
Yeah, but it was me.
But a cow face?
But it was like a cow face, and it was just in the background the whole time. How would you feel about that?
You know what? There's a time and a place for everything, and I feel like there's a place for that.
So Christmas?
I think for Christmas we can put a big cow face.
That might need to be for your mom's house and for this house.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm
I still
90%
give you
sold.
the best Christmas card of all time.
Do you want to tell them about the Christmas card?
We can talk about the Christmas card of all time. So this was a couple years ago. I decided to kind of prank some of my friends, and to me it's just funny. And I decided to blow up what was it, an 8x10, Steven?
It felt like it was an 8-foot by 10-foot. Yeah.
So I decided to wrap and gift this package, and I said, open only on Christmas. And I made sure it was in front of his family. And he opened up this card, and it's me in a Speedo in front of a fireplace, just lounging,
Yeah, it was a very... Yeah, he had the eggnog there.
I gave to my friends.
Right, so you gave that out to your friends, and that's funny. But, in front of my family
Oh my God, that's even
was
better.
a bit...
Oh, it was so good.
It feels like a bit much, doesn't it?
No, it feels perfect.
That's the perfect amount
It's
of Cal?
a perfect amount.
Okay. Well, that was yeah.
I'm still waiting to top
I'm not
that.
putting that... What do they call those stickers they put on the wall? It's like a fat head?
Yeah.
I'm not putting your fat head up there.
You don't want my fat
I
head?
don't want your fat head,
uh,
either one, up there on that
okay.
wall.
All right.
Well, maybe one.
Yeah, okay. All right.
We'll
I see where you went there.
So I'm going to ask you what you've been playing, but really what I'm asking you is what you've been gambling.
Yeah, what have I been gambling? I gambled everything.
Okay, I didn't play poker.
No poker.
No poker at all is unusual for you, isn't it?
Not in Vegas. I try and stay away from poker in Vegas because that's just a shit show waiting to happen.
You can play poker with your friends. We can go to play poker here, so you're going to take the opportunity to do some other crazy shit.
Right. I played some Let It Ride, and I won
Let It Ride's good.
But I won a little $400 bet there. Like 4
or something like that.
Yeah, something weird. Won that there.
You play all the bonuses too, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
You play the game and then you also get
That's where you win the money. You win the money on the bonuses. Like, why wouldn't you play the bonuses?
Sure.
I watched somebody, a woman with like
I'm gonna read your gambling book.
Yeah, play the bonuses. That's how
It's
you
gonna
win.
be called Fuck the Odds.
Yeah, fuck the odds and get rid of your tax turn. That's what it is.
That's good.
I played roulette, of course. I played blackjack. I played the Dragon Machine. I played some Wheel of Fortune machine.
Oh, Dragon's your friend.
Dragon-
Usually.
Usually, and it wasn't bad. But the Wheel of Fortune machine, man, it's a real bag of dicks. But it's.
I
real.
love Wheel of Fortune.
So get this.
Yeah.
I'm sitting and we're playing. It's probably Thursday at this point, and I'm in just getting in the morning, having shots of tequila with my buddy, and I'm like, Wheel of Fortune machine. Let's hit that one before heading the MGM Grand.
Yeah.
Like whatever. So I put $100 in, and then 4 spins in, I hit the 20 game bonuses, and I'm like, all right, cool. So which means it spins and it gives you 20 free games.
Right.
Well, then it hit the spin again, and it adds 20 free games.
20 more free games, so it kept.
And then it added 20 more free
That
games.
happened to me once on a Dragon, and I felt like I was there for 45 minutes.
We
just
were
waiting for the
there.
payout.
I had 140 free games,
Oh my God.
and we were just sitting there. And I'm like, this is ridiculous.
By the way, I'm tossing that Stream Puppy link in there. There's a referral, so if you use that link, Oni or any of you streamers, you want to use that link, download the app that I showed you at the beginning. It will unlock additional rows of buttons for you to use in the free version, so you don't have to pay more money for it. So you were sitting there for a long time, just getting paid.
Now, there is a game in Vegas I played that everybody needs to go and do. You need to go do the MGM Grand at the 1UP bar, and you need to go do the virtual reality. It is $50 a person to play. It's about 30 minutes.
This isn't a gamble experience.
No, this is a game experience.
A gaming experience.
It is a virtual reality first-person gaming experience. You put on the VR headset, you put on headphones, you are not strapped behind anything, and you have a 200-foot room. Given a gun that can go from a shotgun to an assault rifle.
Oh, shit.
And it is like 1-to-1 ratio.
That's pretty cool.
You have zombies coming at you, and you are blasting the zombies. You are dodging the zombies.
Yeah.
And you're like, it is awesome. You are
Okay.
tired. You are tired afterwards how intense it
You
is.
ran around and shot zombies for a while.
With your friend. Not by yourself. I was doing it with my buddy. It was awesome. Strongly recommend. I would do it again. I'd go tomorrow. Spend $50.
That's fantastic. How long do you get for $50?
30 minutes.
30 minutes for $50? That's pretty good. I was gonna balk at 10. I was like, I don't know if I want to spend $50 on 10 fucking minutes of shit. But
You watch
a 30-minute VR experience.
It is awesome.
That's
And
pretty
there's no it's all 100% latency. There's no wires, there's no anything. You just put it on the headset and going.
Wow.
You're not connected to a wall. It's free roam VR.
Did you get to go to the esports arena, the Vegas esports arena?
Yeah, we did go in the esports arena. We didn't play in the esports arena. We checked it out. I would if I was like with all you guys.
What do they have? Like, do they have something to do when there's not an esport going on?
Yeah, it's like $10 an hour, and you get to play.
You can just play on their rigs and shit?
On their dope ass rigs.
Oh.
And they're all 1080 rigs, all fast as shit, all over the place. And then also they'll have contests different days or different themes, like Fortnite Fridays.
I was wondering, like, do they just sit there doing nothing? Because, you know, like, if you have a basketball arena, you know, or a football stadium, when there's no game, you know, they have other events like concerts, but other than that, it just sits there. But in an esports arena, they can still have people come and
they'll
like,
have
play
Smash
shit
tournaments over the weekend, and they'll have all sorts of tournaments over the weekend.
That's
It's pretty cool.
shit.
Yeah.
I really want to see. There is an esports arena that's opening in the Arlington Convention Center, and it's looks to be one of the biggest ones in the country. I think. I don't know if it's the biggest one in the world, but it's a very big one, certainly in the area. And so when that happens, we'll be all over that, and we'll let you see the local esports.
Yeah,
arena.
it's really cool.
Did you miss home? Are you glad to be home, or were you out balling so much that you
balling so much? Excuse me.
What was your? So you came back down though.
I came back. I mean, down when I knew I was going to spend.
Yeah.
Not nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Knew what I was going to spend though.
Yeah.
Like your gambling budget, I lost my gambling budget.
Just from was your high point after roulette?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at that point, you just it was just different machines, different table games. And
just no luck.
You blew it all around, which is totally fine. You know, that's what you do.
Yeah.
You go expecting to lose it. That's how you like gamble and stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that sounds like a blast.
I had a great time. Great time.
Side note, did you get your PAX tickets?
Yes.
You did get PAX. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now you're back home.
Now I'm home.
Did you ever get your PC stuff worked out, or is that?
I mean, I was in the process of that with a buddy today. We found a partial error. It's a boot error. We're still working on it.
Is it your GPU, or is
I don't know.
you don't know what it is? There's something wrong, and you're figuring it out. Okay.
Yep.
Well, for me, what I've been playing we've been playing Paladins off and on, but on Saturday I played Donkey Kong Country for the first time.
For the first time?
For the first time
are
ever.
You, Steven?
I know. I there are some games that, like Donkey Kong Country, Banjo-Kazooie was another one that managed to miss me by when I was a kid. And so I played it for Saturday Morning Retro, and I finished it all in one sitting. It took me like 6 hours.
It's a pretty badass game, isn't it?
It's good. It's actually great. It's
hard.
It gets fucking tough.
Stage 3 is pretty hard.
The one, it was funny because I was like, I'm going to try and do this all in one sitting.
Was the minecart?
The minecart one was not the worst one. Those were tough. There were two that I got hung up on. One was there's a moving platform in like a cave, and you have to get fuel barrels to keep it from falling. Mm-hmm. And that one took me a little bit. And then near the end of my time, because I had to stop at 5, and I started at 11, and so I was like, it's like 4:45, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this game, but I don't want to come back and only have like 10 minutes a game to play. So let me see how far I am. Another streamer joined my chat, and I was like, hey, Zam, how close am I to finishing this game? He goes, you literally have this and then the final boss. And I was like, fuck. And so it was the one, I don't know if you remember it, but you're in a cave, sort of like the minecart one. And there are metal platforms that move, but what you have to do is you have to grab a barrel, get on the moving platform, throw the barrel at the big beefcake enemy before you jump to the next platform, because you can't jump on their heads to kill them. So you have to do these like crazy throw jumps it was insane. But I did it, and it's done, and I finished it, and I beat it.
So now to play Donkey Kong Country 2.
It's not on the Super NES Classic, so I don't know how to do that.
Build a retro pie.
I could get a retro. That's true. That's true. You can just use a USB controller like with that, right?
Yep.
Okay, that may be the way to do it. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, and I'm glad you're back. It was a little callous.
A little callous.
It was a little callous.
A little callous. Wow.
With you gone.
Wow.
Yeah, a little bit. So, guys, today we're going to talk about, we got a bunch of submissions for some of the scariest and creepiest gaming creatures. So we're going to go through them. If you guys are in chat and want to help explain yourself why you think that these are terrifying and freaky, I did a little bit of research on some of them. But me and Cal are going to have our opinions on these. So this was the first one. Let's get into it. This was submitted by Shark. Shark is our artist and one of our mods, and she's been on a couple of podcasts recently. The Beholder from D&D. Behold the Beholder.
Behold.
This is similar to one of the enemies from like Doom.
I was saying Doom or even Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think Doom's was probably based on this because this came like way back, probably in the 70s. This is one of the most recognizable D&D enemies.
Yeah.
And it's a floating head cyclops with tentacles and teeth. And, you know, when you are described this and you're picturing it in your mind's eye, it's probably very, very shocking.
Yeah.
Like, I can see this is a disturbing visage. Does this visage disturb you?
It does disturb me. I don't know if the tentacles are going to grab me either.
If
they're just waving around.
Yeah, it's hard to predict, right? And it just floats. It's not attached to anything.
Yeah.
Dotus, hello, Velocidotus. Strong against camouflaged enemies, weak against pepper spray.
Oh, yeah. So many eyes.
Yeah, just spray them right in the face. This is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy is this, just overall?
I'd put it like a 6. Nothing too crazy.
Okay. A little,
I'm sure, like,
this is above average, but barely above average.
Yeah.
Like freakiness. The Beholder. Cat the Walnut, thank you for the host. We appreciate it. And Trexus, thank you for the host as well. Oni's following you around, Dotus. And if you guys have creepy characters from gaming that don't make this list, or if you want to throw them out, by all means, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
So next up, Bidoof from the 4th generation of Pokemon games, also submitted by Shark.
Scary. It looks cuddly.
It does, and I looked it up, and Shark, maybe you can explain more about why Bidoof is such a problem.
It's like a fluffy beaver.
But I think there's a cult of which the Bidoof is part of, and so maybe it has that dead-eyed, cute, but culty kind of like Incoming walnuts. Oh my God. That's a funny typo. Goddamn fucker won't go away. So just follows you around and is
Doesn't
annoying.
make it scary though.
What makes it scary?
What makes it scary, Shark? That's like it just looks like it wants to come and eat some wood.
Right.
It's just like, oh, you got a house? You built it out of wood? I'm gonna eat it. Like it's not like, oh man, fuck, it's gonna eat you.
So without knowing any of the lore or anything,
It's like a one.
you meet a Bidoof.
I'm like, oh,
you want a Bidoof.
oh, dude, I'm gonna give him some wood and pet him while he eats it. Come here, buddy.
Come on in, Bidoof. Have some
Have some wood.
wood nuts. We got all the wood nuts you want. The stream's going great, Walnut. Thank you so much. How was the? You were putting together some names for some writing that Walnut was doing over the weekend. Let me know how that went. Have you seen the Pokemon Brown version where everything is Bidoof? Oh, no, I have not. I'm waiting for Shark. I'm waiting for Shark to tell me what is scary about Bidoof.
Yeah, I mean,
besides the
is
fact
that nice
that
cold look it gives you while it's eating wood, like the eyes, like those eyes don't blink. It's just
stares at you while it's eating. I would raise that to a good solid 4.
And it eats it slowly.
At that point.
Just slowly.
Oh yeah, because you can't eat wood slowly. You have to sort of hit it hard.
And it just doesn't
so if it is
and it
just
doesn't
doing
blink.
a slow crunch and not blinking at you, okay, I can see that. Mostly it's like a tall grass stalker. Oh, so it sort of works like the velociraptors in Lost World.
I don't know.
But then that pops out at you and you're like, oh, come on.
Oh, come on, you're cute.
Get in my pocket, you little piece of shit.
Yeah.
All right, next up. Okay, this is one submitted by me. This is the Cleric Beast in Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's scary.
And it's fucking scary for a number of reasons, because this is the first boss in the game. And you are coming down the bridge, and it falls from, I don't know if it jumps from the cathedral back there or if it just straight up falls from the sky. But it slams down on the bridge, and it's fucking huge. It's the biggest thing you've seen so far in the game. And it's got all these wavy, all the little things, like the wind is blowing its tendrily, hairy bushiness out there. And you're like, how the fuck am I going to fight this? And it just scared the shit out of me at the trailers. It scares the shit out of me playing the game. But it's also different from if you're a Dark Souls player and you've been playing the games that have a lot of like creepy and gothic kind of things. This is an enemy unlike anything from any of the other like Souls games.
Oh yeah.
So when you get to this point, just holy shit. I put brown version in the funny channel on Discord for reasons. And your drama's coming along well. Started coming on my show more, and I'm pretty proud of myself. That's fantastic. I'm really proud of you too. So, what's this on a scale of 1 to?
About scary. That's more of a 8.
That's like 8. Okay. You see this giant werewolfy tree, emaciated
Beast.
Yeah.
And it's 3 times the size of me and running at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's charging you.
It's scary as fuck.
Yeah. That's high. This is high on the list for sure. Oh, hold on a second. I should probably put the cam above. That makes more sense.
Okay, sure.
Is it cutting off?
Okay.
It was cutting off Cal. That's good.
Standard cutting off Cal. Is that your new thing?
Standard cutting off Cal. Oh yeah, that's a thing. I just didn't tell you about it before you came
COC?
back. Yeah, that's what happened. So this was submitted by Bree. Technically, she technically said anything from Resident Evil, and so I sort of went, and we have other Resident Evil things in here, but this is the Crimson Head, and this was in the Resident Evil remake, and Velocidotus, you absolutely can submit Mind Flayers is terrifying. We actually have Mind Flayers on this list. Very good job. Catherine Walnut says I got a haircut. Streams are going well. Join the Good Noodle Gang. That's great, Walnut. Fantastic. So Oni says maybe Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Yes, is on this list. Before the movie and later games kind of tarnished it. I'm going to fight you on that one a little bit, Oni. He was way different from other monsters. Stalker, Executioner, Punisher of Sins. Unlike the other monsters just actively seeking you. Plus here it's other monsters, so he's the alpha. That's also true. We'll have a Pyramid Head conversation here in a little bit. So Crimson Heads from the Resident Evil remake. When Resident Evil came out, when you killed a zombie, they died. Like they, fell to the ground and bled out.
Yeah.
In the remake, sometimes after you did that, if you didn't set the body on fire, they would come back as these Crimson Heads. And they would have longer claws and they would sprint at you. So zombies would shamble. And then if you killed them, but didn't finish them off, then there was a chance that they would come back as these
Like in
fucking
the new
things.
the new remake for the PC?
For the it was originally remade for the GameCube, so this came out in 2001, 2002.
Oh,
but they
okay.
have since put that HD version on Xbox One and PC and
Okay.
360 and more recent consoles. So the remake of the original Resident Evil is these things, because you have to carry around extra shit too, because you have your guns and your ammo and your health and all that.
It weighs you down.
But you also have to carry around like a lighter and like lighter fluid, because when you kill a zombie, if this is an area you're going to be traversing back and forth through, you probably want to set them on fire to keep them from coming back. So it looks kind of like a regular zombie here in the image, but imagine it sprinting at you with his claws flailing about.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Scale of 1 to 10 now.
That one's back to about a 7.
A 7, okay. The Cleric Beast is more terrifying than the Crimson Head.
Yes.
Okay. But it's still pretty... it's an unsavory character.
It's an undead character.
Yeah, for sure. Mirage Leonardo, Mirage Leonardo, hello, welcome. The Chainsaw Boss from Evil Within 2, that's very cool. Actually, we're going to play the Evil Within 2 later this month during our horror streams. On the 18th, we start Evil Within 2. I'm excited about that. That's my birthday stream. The final boss of Parasite Eve 1. That's a game that I really want to... I've been wanting to play that game
It's a hard game.
forever.
That's a hard fucking game.
Yeah, Parasite Eve is one. The Hornet Queen from Onimusha Warlords. Okay, it's been a long time since I played Onimusha Warlords, and I think that they're actually remastering it. But I am really excited about playing that, and I think I remember the Hornet Queen being a thing. I think I remember what it looks like, and it sort of reminds me a little bit of Alexia from Code Veronica, maybe. Bug stuff is gross. Like, that's
You're
it.
not a fan of bug stuff?
Bug stuff, no. Bug stuff kind of freaks me out. Chainsaw Guys from Resident Evil 4. Oh yeah, that's right. Little Oni couldn't handle it. And Shark, we're definitely getting to the sadist as well. 100%.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just thought of one as well. Just a nasty, gross enemy from Castlevania, like Beelzebub. Like there's a thing of corpses, but I'm gonna look it up right now.
You gotta look it up?
Well, as you continue, I'll
Okay,
look
yeah,
it up.
we'll go to the next one and see what you can find. Next one here, submitted by Shark. Got a nerd Shark. So tell me about Darkseid from Kingdom Hearts. I'm guessing this is a boss. Yes. And what makes this specifically like scary or terrifying? Because I have played the first Kingdom Hearts. I don't know if this is from the first one. You said Kingdom Hearts. I'm going to assume that you meant that this is from the first one, but it's been a really long time. So is Darkseid? I'm guessing is the heartless, like a manifestation of the heartless, kind of a thing. But
I don't think that's a scary. I mean, it's a scary monster, but it's not like
it's creepy. It's creepy, but I don't. It's not super high up for me. Like maybe a 3 or a 4. Okay, so
it's a giant corpse that attacks you.
Okay, so your giant corpse that attacks you is from Castlevania.
Yes.
Symphony of the Night?
Yes.
And it's the Beelzebub is the name of the enemy?
I'm gonna look up all the bosses because there's a couple of like nasty, scary
And it's the
looking ones.
corpse that attacks. So that one was that one scared you when you played it. Like got to you.
Well, I mean, it was just gross.
It's unsettling, for sure. So you're sitting having fun with Disney characters, and then you're running into this dude as the world disintegrates. Okay, I can see that. So, and a lot of these things sort of depend on like the setting and the atmosphere. So,
Absolutely.
if you're playing a Disney video game, and then Darkseid comes up while the world's disintegrating and goes, "Give me your soul," like that's probably jarring.
Yeah.
I could see that having an effect on Gamer Shark. So this was submitted by Maxims, a streamer in several of the communities that we're a part of. I think that the name is Gygus. Gygus from Earthbound. And this is similar actually to Darkseid. Earthbound is a fairly lighthearted game. It's fairly whimsical. It's about 4 kids trying to save the world. Mm-hmm. There's aliens and goofy crap, and it's a really funny, smartly written game. But the final boss, like the extra final boss, is Gygus, and this enemy had a big effect, or had an effect at the very least on Maxims, who it's a tone shift. You're at the end of the game. This is sort of the hidden final boss, and that's I can see this even on a Super NES. Like that is a disturbing. That is the thing. It looks like a background, but that's what you fight. Is what you're looking at.
Weird.
Like, that's the enemy.
Like a void.
The final boss of Silent Hill 3.
I'll
What was the final boss of Silent Hill 3?
I'll look it up.
That is a good one.
You continue.
Mirage. That is a good one.
Name it.
It's been 3. I remember 4. No, wait. 3 was the one where I remember the scene from 3 where I came into a room and there's a mirror and then you get locked in the room and then it starts to rot and then oh god, yeah, 3 was good. I need to go back and play 3 again. So next after Gygus from Maxims.
This one.
Oh, so the god in Final Fantasy, in Silent Hill 3 looks like this like gutted, rotting woman, like the top half of her.
That's pretty gross.
Oh yeah, ugh, that's good. That's real solid stuff. Raj. When I was a kid, the blinded woman from Fatal Frame was also up there.
Fatal Frame was just a
Fatal
scary
Frame
game.
full of scary shit, for sure.
Full of scary shit.
She's one of the boss stalker ghosts that reappears a fair bit. Blinded after a ritual that you get to witness, she wanders kind of aimlessly until she finds you lurching around and naturally screaming, "My eyes," over and over. That's very unsettling. And I don't know, so special mention, honorable mention is, I don't think he made this list, the Nemesis from Resident Evil 3. In a similar way, you know, when you are playing a game and you come across something that can't be killed and like comes through walls and is just relentless in its pursuit of you, like that sucks.
Oh yeah.
That
This is
fucking
horrible.
sucks. A whole real lot. Next after Gygus. Okay, this is another submission from me. The Hunter from Resident Evil. So from the original Resident Evils and the remakes. They actually made an appearance in a few of the titles, I think. But the thing that's scary about the Hunters is up until this point, even with the dogs, everything has been manageable. You have slow shambling zombies. You have running undead dogs. But a couple shots will stagger them, and you can shoot at them, and that's it. The Hunters are beefy and scaly. You can hear them going, like you hear their claws on the floor as they're running. There's also a chance to insta-kill you. If they jump and leap at you, and they hit you just the right way, they'll just immediately take your head off.
Oh, perfect.
And you're dead. And the introduction to these motherfuckers was also really unsettling because you come back in from outside and then you see this FMV of its perspective just running like coming up behind you and opening the door. So that's scary as shit. Oh, I forgot to ask you, Cal. Gygus, scale of 1 to 10. You see this smoky blood red visage with maybe some fangs and face there.
Maybe just because it's an SNES game, I wouldn't be as terrified. So
If it was all pixely,
yeah,
you would be. So let's say that this is at a higher resolution.
I'll still say maybe a 6.
It's
Not
6.
like it's not as scary.
It's
to me.
unsettling, but you're not going to poop yourself.
Yeah,
What about a Hunter?
might poop myself a little.
I think I might. Yeah, this is a good like 9 probably for me. Just
to not okay.
It's-
over the other one.
it's lizardy because it seems sort of maybe not more than the Cleric Beast, but maybe as scary as the Cleric Beast because the Cleric Beast is so big that it's a little bit less agile, and these things can like leap like frogs and can gut you. They're basically like velociraptors in a way.
Damn.
So yeah, they fucking suck. The Regenerators from RE4 is a very, very good one when you're in the lab and you need to attach the infrared scope to see their weak points. So you shoot them and it just regenerates. Unless you can see their specific weak point to hit
Oh, sounds great.
that destroys them, they just keep coming. They just regenerate, and they've got the big jaws that are awful. And we're going to get to Until Dawn, for sure. Velociraptors, you say? Hey, Sayo, welcome in. Sayo, tell us a character or a creature from a game that scared the poop out you.
Yeah.
Mirage Leonardo, thank you so much for the host. We really appreciate it. By the way, guys, if you haven't yet, feel free to follow us. Feel free to subscribe. We have subscriber perks down below if you haven't yet as well.
And the beard is back, so remember.
Cal's back. Beard is back. Also, this is our last, for those of you joining us late, this is our last podcast in this room. We are remodeling the studio in completion, so if you want to contribute to the Studio Remodel Fund, that is our goal for the next few weeks, down below.
Oh, yeah.
BioShock Spider Slicers. There is a good... Do you think BioShock is a horror game? That's not the discussion. Like, I totally get you. You're right about the splicers. Those are some scary shits.
BioShock is a quasi-horror game.
Yeah.
Because you're going into somewhere, everybody's gone, there's like weird monsters around, very lurky, very creepy.
Yeah.
Horror? Not like being afraid of horror, but it's just, like steampunk horror.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would. I think I would classify it as a horror game. Okay, next up. This is submitted by Gutter Nerd Racy Rogue. That's Lauren. So this is Laura from The Evil Within. And
That's pretty terrifying.
this is fucking terrifying. And this is the Evil Within has some really great creatures. Like really disturbing fucking things. This is like the girl from The Ring. Who? Cal's mic?
My mic sounds weird.
I should have fixed it. Let me see. We got you 2,
Hello?
4. Hold on.
Hello?
Better now?
Better
Okay.
now? Okay.
Excellent.
Perfect.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either.
Okay, thank you. So yes. So yeah, this is Laura. This is from Laura, and this is pretty. This is.
I'd say it's more of a 9. That's just.
Yeah, this is
gross
we're
and
approaching the
weird.
10 sphere here.
Yeah.
With this crazy shit. This is like I said, like the girl from The Ring with extra hands, claws, backlit,
And all bloodied up and.
yeah.
Yep.
This is pure visual horror,
No thanks.
and just bad. Kind of a Lovecraftian story way, yes, but like it's pretty action. Yeah, the BioShock's pretty actiony.
Yeah, it's a little.
But that may be a whole show in and of itself, is determining what kind of game. Well, here we go. This is another one. This was submitted by you, Cal, and Shepard Tone.
They're just.
What's scary about this motherfucker? The liquor from Resident Evil 2.
Everything. Everything's horrifying about this creature.
Yeah.
It's like a 10 for me. It's like a velociraptor that comes at you, creepily sneaks in the room, bashes windows, and then just gonna eat the shit out of you.
These were basically
it'll, like,
the hunters of Resident Evil 2.
And then it'll come pee on you.
But
It'll like eat you, pee on you, and then shit on you, and then eat you again. like come out of nowhere and just like out of nowhere.
right.
Lickers are horrifying.
They're visually horrifying.
Yeah.
Their brains are exposed, their muscles are exposed, they're inside out people.
Yes.
They have these long tongues that they can use to like whip and wrap around.
Yeah, to
On
stab
top
and
of which,
penetrate.
they have the hunter sort of claws that they can gash the shit out of you. They also can climb up walls and stick to ceilings. So hunters can't do that. Hunters are always on the ground. Lickers can be anywhere.
Literally any fucking where.
Yeah. It's bad. Siren Blood Curse actually gives you anxiety, Onisama. The nurses from Siren Blood Curse. I remember that. The Flood from Halo 1 scared you as a younger lad. Say, well, actually, my brother agrees with you. The Flood is a good one. Like, the introduction to the Flood.
Oh, yeah.
When you're like, what's
The fuck is
what's
that?
going on? The fuck is that? Is that taking over corpses and,
Reanimating
is good.
them.
The Flood's a good one.
And yes, it is a terrifying order. Thank you for agreeing. But that is the order I would go with.
So this you said is basically a 10 for you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You see this, you're done.
Well, you're dead.
You're done and you're dead.
You can't run from that.
There's no running from that. It's true. And then the liquors have had very minor variation. They get a little bit musclier. I think in 5 is the next time that you really see them. And then in the liquor was basically the tyrant of the Resident Evil film. Was the final boss of the movie was a liquor, and it sort of evolved as the end. So it started off looking like this.
I don't think I saw
that
the final of all that series. I watched them all except like the last one.
No, the very first one.
Okay.
The final boss of the very first movie was a liquor, but it sort of grew and got like
Huge.
musclier and bigger as the end of the movie went on.
Yeah.
Dead Rising, Adam McClown in his particular death scene where he falls on his chainsaws while laughing. That's a terrifying scene. Did you play Dead Rising on 360 when it came out?
The original Dead Rising.
Yeah, the original Dead Rising.
That's where they're running around saving all the people. And...
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the mall. So the clown, Adam the clown, I think he juggles chainsaws, and when you kill him, he's sort of jokery and like laughing and shit, but his chainsaws fall on him and like start shredding the shit out of him, but he's still like laughing and everything. It's jacked up.
Just a real swell scene.
Ooh. Oh, you punch them a lot. Oh, the flood. Yeah, the flood. You can be pretty punchy with the flood, especially the little ones, little parasites. Here we go. Mind Flayer, submitted by Shark and Velocidotus, as it turns out. So tell me, guys, what's freaky about the Mind Flayer? This is from traditionally from D&D. The Mind Flayer has also made appearances in other games. So there are versions of the Mind Flayer in Bloodborne. There are Mind Flayers in Enter the Gungeon. There's back to mind controlling creatures. Okay, so this is mind control. This is where where that sort of phobia, fear comes in. Just visually, do you find this terrifying, or is it just weird?
No, visually, it's a little bit of both. I'll put it still at about a 6 or 7. Like, I wouldn't want that to fuck with me.
See,
I feel like I could run from it, but also it's got mental power, so I'd be like, fucked.
Yeah, this visually does not upset me a whole real lot. Only a 2 or a 3, like, oh, that's weird. But I would if I came across this, I'd be like, fuck, and run. But if I came across this guy, I would just be like, hey, friend or foe? Friend or foe?
Crumpets?
Are we friends or no? Glad I haven't run into this in our D&D campaign, says Sayonara, Brett. Oh, plus face tentacles. Yeah. Face tentacles is jarring.
They're not face tentacles, they're just big whiskers.
Lovecraftian style monster, nope. The Mind Flayer isn't horrifying in terms of look, it's horrifying in terms of powers. Yes. Yeah. Perfect. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, things that take your free will away from you are very terrifying.
So I'm terrifying to you, Steven?
Because I do whatever you ask me to.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know what you're saying. The next one. Oh no! I put the wrong thing here.
Way to label.
This is not the Redeads from Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This is the Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2. Sorry about that caption mistake. I did this all lickety-split earlier. But this was my submission as well as several others in chat actually today. Here's the thing about the Pyramid Head. Here's the thing about all of the creatures in Silent Hill 2. They're all representative of something having to do with the main character's psyche. So the Pyramid Head is pure rage. It's sort of the culmination of all of the worst parts of James Sunderland's personality. So Silent Hill 2 is about a guy whose wife died to an illness, probably cancer or something, and he's gone to Silent Hill because he gets a letter from her. So she shouldn't be alive, but he gets a letter. Anyway, all of the things that he has to deal with are representative of the struggle that he went through during her illness. So like the nurses that are horrifying, but are like sexy nurses, but all bloody and fucked up, are representative of his sexual frustration from not like when his wife was sick and having to deal with that and going to hospitals and all that kind of thing. So the Pyramid Head, similar to Nemesis, is just like rage and lust and just complete awfulness that just follows you around. But it's not directly hunting you so much as just always there. And you can hear when he's there because he drags that big giant blade along behind him. So you're always hearing that scrapingness as he goes. So in terms of the Silent Hill film that we mentioned earlier, I really liked the whole film, the first one. I really liked the whole one. I think it did a good job of capturing the essence of Silent Hill. I really like the fact that they mixed practical effects with CG, so things looked really terrifying and great. Pyramid Head was in the movie not for a psychological reason, but just for an iconic reason. Like, he's a Silent Hill character, so he's the most famous Silent Hill character, so you gotta put him in the movie. But still manages to do something truly awful and disgusting. He picks up a woman, I believe, as they're about to enter the church, and he grabs her skin and twists it and rips it off of her. And that's fucking awful. Like, it's just, there's nothing good. There's nothing from Pyramid Head.
No, yeah, he's just scary as hell.
This is, to me, pretty close to 10.
It
is probably a 10.
I'll put it at 8 because I can outrun him.
You can't, yeah, that's true.
I'll put it at like 7 or 8 because, like, you know what, he's slow.
He's not going to charge at you. But there's sort of that creepiness with that also, you know, like with that slow eating of the wood where he's just always, like, Terminatoring, you know, walking towards you. It was the guy from the Safe Head from Evil Within is creepy, and we're going to get to that too. Very good. You've guessed a lot, Mirage. Very good done. Here we go. This is the Re-Deads, submitted by Maximus from Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. A lot of James Silent Hill is his Silent Hill. Absolutely 100% agree with you, Oni. Like, absolutely 100% agree with that. I do understand that. So the Re-Deads in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is one of the first enemies. I don't think you can kill these.
Don't look at me. I've never played this game.
Really? I'm not going to come down at you like, how the fuck have you never played Ocarina of Time?
I didn't own a 64.
Okay. I'm still shocked. I thought you were...
I'm a Zelda buff, but I've never played this game.
That's interesting to me.
I haven't had the means to play it.
Okay.
I'd like to play it.
Well, they scream, and I don't think you can kill them. At least maybe not as a kid. Maybe you can as an adult. I can't remember exactly. But they're probably the scariest thing in the game. This is a game that has both sort of lighthearted and sort of dark moments and everything. So this is definitely a jarring encounter. And I think this is a great submission. Well, let's say look at this visually, and you see this.
Like probably about a 6. I don't know what it
a little above average.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unusual looking thing.
Oh yeah.
Velocidota says, I had a paper route, saved money, and bought it in 64. That's awesome. Never had this game though.
See, I was a PlayStation boy.
Yeah.
I had a PlayStation growing up, but I was a Final
You're
Fantasy
PS1.
fanboy. PS1. Oh yeah.
All the way through.
Yep. So I didn't play it.
And first console for Sega was PS1. I never had one. Played it on GameCube. Had the Wind Waker edition with it. Yep.
Clap to Oni-sama, PS Girl. Yay!
All right. So here is I actually got the name wrong. This is not the Keeper from The Evil Within. This is the one that Shark mentioned earlier. Shark, if you're still there, let me know the name of this one. Forgot. This is a character from The Evil Within submitted by Lauren, by Racy Rogue. And this is, I believe, one of the first, the Sadist. The Sadist from The Evil Within. Sorry, guys. Messed up a couple of these earlier. That's my fault. I'm an Xbox kind of guy too, Dotus, but I have had every PlayStation console. I just lean the other direction. So the Sadist in The Evil Within, I think, was the first enemy that you come across, like when you wake up near the beginning of the game and you don't have anything. Mm-hmm. And he sort of is like, oh, I see you're still alive. I'm going to make that not happen. But he's got the gimp mask with the...
Very Mad Maxy.
Yeah, but in a butchery kind of way.
Yeah, like a psycho butcher from Mad Max.
Right. And so let's say you come home and this gentleman is in your kitchen.
Is he yelling at me and running at me, or is he is he accosting me, or is he just making
is he
sounds?
Like making a salad?
Or, yeah, is he like just cooking mama? He's like just making
okay.
or is he like being very angry at me for no reason?
Let's say he's angry with you.
I'll put that more at a 7 or 8.
That's 7 or 8.
But if he's in my room just making a salad, like he's just looking weird, I'll be like, that's about a 4.
What if he's just like, what if he has like a block of cheese and he's trying to eat it, but he can't eat it because that mask is there, so he's just shoving the cheese into the mask, and then that's it, and staring at you.
I'd sit and I would cry. Then I would try and help him.
Oh, come on, don't get cheese all over the floor. Slappy the mascot boss from Dead Rising 2 with the flamethrower is a good one too. Raj, very good. And does the Sadist have a chainsaw also, Shark? Is that what we're getting at here? Here's the Keeper from The Evil Within. Now, the Keeper to me was sort of like The Evil Within's version of Pyramid Head.
That's what it looks like.
So this doesn't rank as high for me.
Looks like
tell me about what you think about the Keeper from The Evil Within, those of you that have played The Evil Within. Hey, game guy, welcome. Welcome. Spooky monsters and creatures from video games.
It just looks damn weird. It's like a mad scientist with a weird, hatchet axe thing that's got a safe on his head. How can you fucking see through that thing? Yeah. And then you'd be like ambling along. Yeah, it looks like the pyramid head of...
He sets traps for you. I think he also teleports.
Is he agile?
He's got a Viewmaster locked on his head. 10 out of 10, the most horrifying monster any player character in D&D. Yeah, especially if they take an hour to figure out how they want to defend their camp.
Yeah.
Just fucking get, or decide which path to take.
Right.
Just fucking get on with it. Choose one. I think we should go left. I think we should go right. Then fuck it, let's go right. I don't care. That's me. This is me playing every D&D game. Fuck it, just move along.
Or it's just like you roll for left, I roll for right. Whoever wins, wins.
We can do that too. The dogs in Resident Evil 4. Oh, yeah. Where their heads split apart and they go like, and then there's the shit. Ooh, you just had a visceral reaction to that.
Yeah, I just thought about it. I was like, ah.
Yes, the dogs in Resident Evil 4.
I forgot about those.
You inadvertently got Cal on that one.
I had a visual in my mind because I don't like dogs to do that.
And the mutated old lady from RE7. RE7 is actually really good enemies too. They're quite scary. Oh, before we get there, the keeper. So where is this for you?
Again, I feel like I can run from it. I'm putting that at like a 7, 6.
Okay.
6, 7.
Okay, that makes sense.
Nothing too crazy.
And this was mentioned earlier. This was submitted by Nerdez, our producer Sarah, and Just Gravy Baby, our buddy JB, both gutter nerds. The Wendigo from Until Dawn. So these are turned people.
Is that Schmeagol?
Imagine Schmeagol, but he doesn't talk. It just shrieks, and it used to be your friend, and they have claws and teeth, and they can crawl on walls, and they sort of jump like jumping spiders. Like,
can I give him a ring and he goes away?
You cannot give him a ring, and he will not go away. Okay. The only way you can stop this thing is by setting it on fire, cutting its head off, I think.
And it like latches onto you?
Yes, it will latch onto you, and it'll play with your innards to kill you.
Okay, that's pretty scary.
It doesn't hunt to eat. It likes to
play with your innards.
Play.
I'll give that a bet. I give it like an 8. That's pretty scary.
Eight's good. Yeah, these things are quick and they're jerky, and it's hard to get a beat on them. If you give him a ring, you're married to him. Thank you. I do. That's good. That game guy loves jerky. Jerky loves you too, game guy.
I want jerky.
So this is high up for you. You said like 8.
Yeah.
So I also find these I find these to be probably 6 or 7, but the 8 or 9 Wendigos is actually the ones that look more like people. Because like before they fully turn, but are in the process of turning, where they look mostly like people, but have like a big missing side of their face with all those teeth and stuff. That's jacked. That's to me is more jacked up and scary looking. Mm-hmm. My big fat Wendigo wedding.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the shit out of that show. I am. And the final one of the night, submitted by Shepard Tone.
Oh yeah, I haven't played the game.
Who also submitted the liquor along with you. Shepard Tone is another really good streamer, guys. I recommend him. But he said the Xenomorph, specifically from Alien Isolation.
The game was pretty scary. I watched it play for a little bit. It's pretty creepy.
Alien Isolation is a fucking terrifying game.
Yeah.
And
if that fucker sees you, you're just fucking dead.
You can't kill it. You can only distract it, lure it, whatever. You can't make any noise. So this is the brilliant thing. This is what the best way to play Alien Isolation was probably on the Xbox One with the Kinect. It is literally the only game, and Skyrim. It is the only game besides Skyrim that actually utilized the Kinect really well.
Because it'll hear your breathing.
Because it would hear you, and it would hear the room. And so this was me, like, trying to get away from the Xenomorph, and I'm walking through the ducts. I come into a hallway that I've never been in before. And I look around, and right as I'm about to step out, his big foot goes boom in front of me. I have to cover my mouth to keep myself from yelling, because if I yell, he's going to hear me. Like in real life, if I yell, he's going to hear me because of the Kinect, right? So I like back up slowly into the gate, and I'm like waiting for him to get like move or go somewhere, and then I get a text message, and it fucking turns around, and I have to run. Like I get a text message in real life, which makes the game Xenomorph turn around, and it was the most immersed, fucking terrifying feeling I've ever had in my life. This was a 10 out of 10.
That's cool.
You see this. You come into a room.
You run.
You're
fucked.
You are fucked. Is this more scary than the liquor to you?
No, they're about to equal.
About equal.
I mean,
the liquor is a little bit more visually upsetting because it looks like an inside-out person.
Yes.
And it has the tongue that can get you from range.
Yeah, this is just gonna be. You're just fucked.
Can we add the Death Claw from the Investigate the Museum of Witchcraft from Fallout 4? Yes. That mission on its own is probably better than the entire game. Oh, is that the one where you can hear it like slamming around above you?
Haven't played it.
Oh yeah, so there's this big fucking death claw like in this church or something, and you go through the basement and you can hear it like and all the dust and shit is falling, and you're like, what the fuck is up there? That's a really good one, game guy. That's really good. Is it weird to be more terrified of the facehugger than the full-grown xenomorph? Well, no, because there's a lot of like in your throat and making you give birth. Like there's a lot of awful like thematic shit with the facehugger. I think it makes perfect sense for you to be more terrified of that. Mm-hmm. Perfect sense. Xenomorphs have tongues and their tongues have mouths with tongues.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're horrifying.
That's bad. Yeah. So things that have extra things are scary, and things that have things within things.
And I don't like scary.
You don't like scary. So you're not a big horror game guy.
No.
Are you a jumpy fella? Would you say? Would you play a horror game with a friend?
Yes.
On stream?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. That's good to know.
I will play one with you, but I will tell you I'll be jumpy as shit.
That's why. That's why we do it. Cal, would you go over and grab that silver can over there on the
silver can?
The silver can over there. Cal's gonna grab our fan can here. If you guys have any extra things that you want to add to the conversation, now's the time to do it as we wrap up this little podcast tonight. The last thing that we do before we call it a night is we go to the can. That's the Gunners fan can. You guys can redeem Nerd Cred to add questions to it. Basically an Ask Me Anything can. If you see us at an event, you can add stuff to it. You can tweet us at Gunners using hashtag FanCan. We'll add a question in there, and we read one or two every night. What's it say?
When is the best time to redeem a fan can question?
What do you think is the best time?
Anytime you goddamn want.
Anytime you got it. That's the God's honest truth.
If you want to ask this question,
you do it now.
I will answer that damn question.
You can do it tomorrow.
You can do it yesterday.
Yeah.
You can do it in about 30 seconds.
You can not do it when we're offline.
Well, you can redeem it, but we're not going to tell you about it.
Well,
we're on next.
Well, no, because I don't think there's a redemption page for you to go to unless our overlay is active while we're live. So I guess the best time to do it would be when we're live. Anytime we're live.
Anytime we're live. That's right.
Yeah, you guys are all accruing Nerd Cred right now just by watching. You can use our little overlay button. It's probably just to the right of Cal's knee, right over there by the gun nerd's pillow.
Stuck?
Yeah, if you put your little arrow right over there. It should be right around there. Right. We covered good ground. I used to get scared by these duck enemies in Spyro 2, but that was just my weird child brain. Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to be getting into Spyro later this year, actually, during a comparison stream from the original to the new one. So this is it. We're kicking off our October stuff. Everything is themed. Everything is horror related.
Hearing
scary.
you not call it Rocktober is actually.
So it's Rocktober when we don't do horror stuff, but Rocktober doesn't really lend to the horror, scary, spooky kind of thing. But I do. It is Rocktober though.
For you, it's
always
Rocktober.
Like... Yeah. My birthday is in a couple weeks. We have a lot of extra streams that we're doing. We have a lot of theme streams we're doing. So hopefully, Wednesday night we're supposed to play Paladins. It's supposed to be the Dark Tide event in Paladins, where you can like keep an eye out for ghosts and hunt ghosts. And there's
Maybe I'll have
a new
computer by then.
Cthulhu-y thing. I really hope your computer stuff gets fixed, man. I really do.
It's so depressing not being able to play games.
I really do.
I just want to play even just League of Legends. I want to play that.
Yeah. How long has it been since you played League?
I've been like League free for over a month.
My brother just started playing League a little bit.
Yeah, is he liking it?
His initial reaction was he doesn't understand why the game is popular. But I think if he spends more time with it, it will...
Because he doesn't know, because he's not good.
I don't know. I do not know if he's
going
to
to bridge for you, Daniel, because I'll throw you right off it.
The Good Noodle Gang Spooktober Spectacular. I like that. That's good. And the new ones, they no longer look or sound like Hellspawn. Maybe they just go completely more with it. I love it, Blastos. That was great. Oh no, I am a League veteran and I feel bad for all of you. I am now pure sodium. Oh,
Oni, I'm one with you. Why, Oni? Why are you the best?
Jordan Tech, hello, welcome.
Oni, right now you're the number one in my heart because I am just like Morton's, just like you. We're just pure table salt.
Yeah, it is literally the worst community.
I go like this, and just salt just comes off my body.
You're like, give me fries. I got you.
Yes, one of us, yes.
Time to add water to Oni. Jordan Tech, thank you for coming by and joining us. If you guys have any, that's dandruff, Calvin.
That's not dandruff. Rude game guy, rude.
I had fun. The one time I played League with you was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I'm not great at it. I'm not good at it. But I'd get why people like it.
Yeah.
Strategic. You have a lot of heroes you could choose from. If there's anything you like, if you're into Harley Quinn, there's a hero that looks like Harley Quinn. You're a Wolverine fan, probably find something that's kind of like Wolverine in there.
Yeah. You like clowns? Got you covered.
You like beer?
Like beer? You got Broloff.
You got Broloff.
You got Broloff. That's me. And now I'm actually growing the real beard for Broloff. Look at it. See,
yes!
I could bring back
I kind of like the fake beard, though.
Oh, the fake beard is fun.
Also, it'll be funny if you wear a fake beard over your real beard.
I could bring back the Broloff
multiple
cosplay.
popped collars and multiple beards is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Jordan Tech, I've looked for a few weeks and have to admit I love your attitude and community. Thank you so much, Jordan. That means the whole world to us.
We're positive Pete's over here. We're not sour Sally's, okay?
My whole heart just juiced all over the place. Get it on Cal.
Get out of here.
Get it on Cal. So Wednesday Paladins. Oh, great. Well, awesome. Well, we hope to see you again on Wednesday. Say hi. Come say hi. We're super sweet. We'll talk to you about literally whatever. See if it's a gateway drug to the G&G community. You like big-ass trees that throw their children in
Maokai, yay!
And we got you.
And they can dress like kitty cats, yay! Maokai.
You like small pyromaniac kids that summon voodoo bears? No problem, bro.
Yeah, that's right. Miss Annie herself.
If you get your stuff going, let me know. I would love to watch you stream.
I just
some
want to
more
stream
League.
again. I actually want to stream League, so I just want to play it.
And
I'll stream all the League, and I'll show you how
you got to do more ranked.
How trapped I am, how hard stuck I am.
I started playing ranked in Paladins, which is obviously different from League, but just from the competitive standpoint, like that's the first one that I've sort of thought, okay, maybe I'll try and be a little competitive with it. And I've got to, they have like their bronze, silver, gold, platinum like ranks and stuff, and I'm at like gold 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm not usually when I play
I feel pretty good.
Overwatch. I rank immediately into gold, like first time around, and
right.
then usually same thing with League.
Good.
And to answer your question, game guy, for some reason there's a error on my boot disk error, so it's not even booted.
Okay, you can't.
I can't boot into Windows, so we're fixing it, trying to right now.
Okay. Paladins cross-platform when? Hopefully soon. PlayStation opened the doors to Fortnite. So I think a lot of other... No, I was with you. I was the one with you. It's going to happen.
Now, we're not going to give you games like Spider-Man, I don't think.
No, this isn't about exclusives. Exclusives will be exclusives.
Also, where's Bree at? Because
cross.
you're going to give me that Spider-Man to borrow. That's where you're at, Bree. I'm borrowing that Spider-Man.
Bree's cool. She can't hear you right now.
No,
I'm from England in 15, but you can be from England. That's fine.
I love England.
You're welcome in chat all the time, dude.
A fellow Englishman.
Dude or gal, you are welcome.
Are you from England as well, Oni?
A fellow Englishman. Oni is also from across the pond. That is true.
Oh.
And have you tried taking the hard drive out, getting the data off, and reinstalling Windows, or does it not even get that far?
Word game guy, you're gonna have to call me. You can figure that out. Trust me, it's a process that we're in right now. So we're gonna try and boot off of a USB tomorrow.
So is there a routine? Yeah. So we do have our schedule is listed below in our Twitch panels. We keep our schedule. I keep the schedule updated I'm pretty on keeping the schedule updated. So like Wednesday night will be Paladins. We may have to shift it because of my mom's birthday just a little bit later than usual. But we normally start at 7. Every Wednesday is Paladins for right now. Then we'll switch to another 4-person game. And then Thursday at 7 Central. These are Central U.S. times, by the way. So that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be midnight. Midnight your time on Wednesday or a little bit later this week. And then Thursday midnight your time we'll be playing some Resident Evil 7 DLC.
Ooh,
so yeah, it's all going to be that. But come back, chat more. Just keep an ear out. We'd love to have you. So I guess we'll. Next week. Next week we're talking about. I believe it's the Resident Evil franchise overall. Let me see if that is in fact correct before I give you guys incorrect information. But
Give them lies, Steven. Lie to the people.
I don't want to lie to you.
Lie to the people.
So what do you got coming up this week, Cal? Before I sign us off, what's on the Cal agenda?
To get my computer working. That's on the Cal agenda.
You're gonna spend. That's your main goal.
Yeah, if I can. I mean, I work,
PC
but if I can get my work, and then I've got...
working.
I might be busy Monday. Might be, because I'm working my charity golf tournament.
A week from today?
Yes.
Okay, you might be gone next week.
Charity golf tournament day.
Okay, yes, we are indeed talking about the Resident Evil franchise next week. So we're going to go into depth, not just about like the characters and the enemies, but about the lore, about the stories.
That might be some time to try and get hold of Blanc.
Blanc would know some stuff about Resident Evil.
He's a little bit of a fan of Resident Evil.
Yeah. I gave him a bunch of my Resident Evil standees when I moved a few years ago.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of them. Anyway. We will see you guys next week, and we'll see you guys for more streams later in this week. My name is Steve-O.
I'm Calvin.
And we'll see you guys next time.